Hello everyone. These pepper plants have been producing lots of fruit, and I know the summer will soon be over, so wouldn't it be great if we could preserve this bounty for the next couple of months? Well, we can. No, not canning, dehydrating. Although canning is another method to preserve food, but I'm going to dehydrate these peppers. I picked all the red jalapenos, washed them, and then sliced them. You can decide at this point whether you want to take out the ribs and the seeds or leave them in. I wanted to leave them in. The result is something more spicy than if you take them out. Your choice. I sliced these into rounds because I want to keep some of them to use at a later date in soups and other cooked dishes. If you're dehydrating the peppers to crush or grind to a powder, then you can cut them any way you want. If you want to remove the ribs and the seeds, the best way to cut the peppers is down the middle, and then you can easily scoop out the seeds. It does take a little longer to dehydrate the jalapenos, or any peppers for that matter, when they're cut into bigger pieces. So you're going to have to decide how you want to cut them. Here are the jalapenos spread out on the dehydration trays. This is an aroma dehydrator I got from Amazon. It's not a fancy brand, but it was relatively inexpensive at just under $100. I've had this for a little more than 2 years and it works just fine. I use it for all sorts of things, but our family favorite is dehydrating apple slices or chips. What a delicious snack. Even kids who don't normally like eating apples will eat the apple chips I make. Nothing added, just the sweet goodness of the apple. Okay, back to the jalapeno peppers. I filled up the dehydrator's trays, all 6 of them, set the temperature to 145 degrees Fahrenheit, and let it go for around 12 hours overnight. Now let me caution you, if you're dehydrating hot peppers, like ghost peppers for example, you might want to move the dehydrator outside or out on your porch because it will give off fumes from the peppers, making it hard to breathe. The jalapenos are not as hot and only give off a mild smell, which I don't find to be noxious. It actually gives off a pleasant sweet and spicy smell, but the apples smell the best when they are dehydrating. Here we are the next day around 12 hours later, and the jalapeno slices look fully dehydrated. You can tell by breaking them in half. If they snap, they're done. If they are soft and have a little give, then there's still some moisture in them, and you should let them sit in the dehydrator for a couple more hours until you think they're ready. These are ready now, and I can use them 3 different ways. First, I can leave them as is. These will store nicely in a glass mason jar for many months if you vacuum seal it. I leave it in the refrigerator and it stays fine for many months there. If you leave these as is, then you can throw them in most any soup or stew, or even a cooked dish with moisture, and they will rehydrate. Or you can rehydrate them by soaking them in some hot water for around 10 minutes until you see they're rehydrated. So that's one way of preserving jalapenos, in whole slices to rehydrate and use in your cooking for the many winter months to come when there are no peppers growing outside. The second way to use the peppers that I'll show you is to make pepper flakes. This is easy to do by hand. Just crush them and then store them in an empty spice jar. These are great to sprinkle on pizza, salads, just about anything. And finally, the third and my favorite way to use the peppers is to grind them up into a fine powder. You can use a coffee grinder, although it should either be new or very well cleaned. Otherwise, you might get the taste of coffee in your powder, or the taste of jalapenos in your coffee, though that might taste good. I used my Vitamix blender. It pulverizes anything, it's so powerful. I just throw in all the dried peppers and give the thing a whirl. You will get a nice orange to red color depending on if you left the seeds in or not. Without the seeds, the color will be more red. With the seeds, it'll be lighter colored. Don't open the lid until the dust settles or you'll end up inhaling the spicy powder and probably get into a coughing fit. So let the spice dust settle before opening the lid. Look how beautiful that is. And it tastes so fresh. You can't buy this in the supermarket. Here you can see side by side the flakes and the powder. You might notice the powder has some clumps in it. It was an extremely humid day. If you can do this on a dry day, then you won't get those clumps, but they break down very easily. This powder is very spicy because I left the seeds in, but really incredibly delicious on just about anything. On potatoes, rice, broccoli, really anything you want to add some flavor to. So there you have it, 3 ways to use dehydrated peppers. Whole slices to rehydrate, crushed as flakes, or ground powder. All 3 will give a fresh and distinctive taste to your dishes. Enjoy, and thanks for watching. Bye!